Hey guys, this is Nautic Sketch, and I am just here today making a commentary. Pretty soon I'm going to be starting on some Minecraft series and maybe a bit of Combat Arms, so look forward to that. But for right now, this is a commentary all about the Olympics. So, the Olympics is almost over. Today is the last day of it, Saturday, and then tomorrow it's just the closing, so it's the end. And if you look at the way it went, basically, it was all America and China, and that was just crazy. They're the two, like, honestly, the reason is because they're the two biggest countries in the world, and Canada didn't do too good, honestly. I can admit to that, and most of the reason, honestly, I'm not trying to make an excuse, is because Canada, we're like the coldest country we're the coldest country in the world, and we have to live, well, yeah, the coldest country. Alaska's its freaking state, so we're the coldest country technically, and we are in winter. Honestly, I'd say 9 months out of 12. So honestly, if we're trying to be in the Summer Olympics, we don't have that much time to be practicing, and most of us, we do good during the Winter Olympics because that's like what most of us do. Like, we play hockey, so you know, like, hockey is really big here. You know, stuff like that, and ringette, sort of, for women. It's just all winter stuff is for Canada. And, the only thing I want to talk about is the Olympics only being, 2 weeks long. It kind of sucks that it's 2 weeks long, the summer ones, and then I think the Winter Olympics, I think it's about 3 weeks to a month, because I think there's more competitions and stuff, and more stuff to do. But it sucks. But after a week and a half, like during the first week and a half, I was just ballistic. Like, I just wanted to watch the Olympics all the time. I didn't care about anything really. PS3 was never playing. But after like a week and a half of watching it, I got so bored of it. I didn't even care anymore. Just all of a sudden, I never wanted to watch it. And this last like 4 or 5 days, I just been on my computer. I just haven't really cared to watch it. And I think that's the great thing about the Olympics only being like every 2 years, and then the same, like the winter and the winter one every 4 years spread apart, is that it brings countries together. And for, let's say, 2 weeks or month or so, it's all countries just being happy, and there's really nothing going on that can really distract people. They're just there everywhere together. It's equality, there to have fun. And they say this on the news all the time. It's like right now is like the peace time of the world during the Olympics, and I believe that because it's just countries having fun. Of course, they're trying to win their best, and everybody's having fun, and it's good sport. But I think that the reason that the Olympics is so big is because it only happens every like 2 years or so. And honestly, like, I'm speaking the obvious, like everybody knows it, but I think it's more than that, because it really brings countries together. And I think we really need this, to keep countries from going to war and stuff like that. It's not necessarily going to stop war, but at least it helps, and people just get to know each other, and it's equality, for like 2 weeks out of the year, which is pretty good. About the Olympics, though, like, I think my favorite thing would have to be the diving. Like, if you've ever seen the single people dive, it's crazy. Like, they'll jump off the top, they'll do like 5 flips with like a 360 spin in the air, like sideways spin, like a twirl kind of thing. And it's just really cool. Like, I was watching this one time, this Chinese guy, sorry, because Chinese, they kind of rule like all water areas, besides like Michael Phelps, who is a big story for the US. He did very good, and is most decorated Olympian ever, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he is. But China basically rules like all swimming, basically. And whenever I was watching it, they had it on the news. This Chinese guy, he went in, he did like 5 flips, and then he went down into the water because they judge if there's a big splash. There was absolutely no splash after it. It just went straight in, and then, like, if you drop like a little speck of water on something, on like on some other water, how it makes like a little like circle spread out. That's basically what happened. There was no splash at all, and whenever people saw this, they were freaking amazed. And yeah, he won the competition because he's like, he's really good. I think they said that he was the world reigning champion from 2011. Yeah, he did very good. But yeah, diving is about my favorite thing. Another real cool thing, if you've ever seen the gymnastics go, like, you probably see this in movies. Like, one of the most remembering ones I could say is Austin Powers at the beginning, where, like, the people in the background, they do, like, 5 backflips and front flips in a row. Like, they do that, and then they do more. They do, like, honestly, you jump from where you're standing. Most of us can't even do a front flip. They'll do, like, a double backflip, twirl type of thing. And it's insane to watch. And they practice all year round. Like, people think that it's easy, but honest to God, I tried it, and I can't even do a backflip on my trampoline. And that's just how crazy it is. They do this just on a flat surface, and it's really cool. And Canada took home gold in that, so that's our only gold, was gymnastics on trampoline. But my favorite thing out of the entire thing, not my favorite, thing to watch, my favorite sport, but my favorite thing to watch was Usain Bolt's 100-meter dash. Like, honestly, every Summer Olympics, this is like the hockey championships of the Winter Olympics, which obviously is the biggest thing. And it was crazy to watch. Like, Usain Bolt and there's 2 other Jamaican guys against some Americans. I'm glad the Americans didn't win because they're assholes. But it was pretty cool to see them. Like, Usain Bolt, I've always been cheering for him. I knew he was gonna win because he's such a cool guy. Like, and he donates to charity in Jamaica and all this. And the Jamaicans, they won, but Bolt came in first. And right after he came in first, it was crazy because whenever he was about the race, like, I got home like an hour early, and I was waiting for him to come on, and the power went out. And as soon as the power went out, like, my dad was like, "This is it, the race is over already, we missed it." The power came on, and all I heard was go, and they just started running. And as soon as Usain Bolt won, it went out again. Like, it was absolutely, I'm not making this up, that was really cool to see. Like, all you hear, like, the screen went black after, and it just said Usain Bolt with the Olympic record. And yeah, and I was cheering, and I was happy as hell, and it was really cool. Like, he's honestly the best. They also had another race where they all 3 Jamaicans in a 200-meter, all 3 of them in the finals came in first, second, and third, with Usain Bolt in first, obviously. And then number 2 is actually his prodigy that Usain Bolt trained, who's going to be, like, beating him. Like, Usain Bolt, he's old compared to the other ones. He's 35. So to be still doing this, like, he is just amazing. Still setting world records and Olympic records all the time, and he's just the greatest freaking runner of all time. The fastest man in the world is what everyone says, and I believe it. And it's just kind of like, it's inspiring watching the Olympics, because I want to go and do the stuff that they do, run on the track or run around, do 100 meters as fast as I can. Because, like, whenever I was younger, I used to do 100-meter and long jump too. And oh my god, you should see the long jump. Like, whenever I do long jump, like, the highest we'd ever get is 7. Some of them, like the women too, they can jump up to 18 feet. Holy shit, they can jump like a freaking jackrabbit, farther than a jackrabbit. Jesus, this is the craziest. You gotta watch it. Just look it up and see how far they jump. It is really cool how far they jump, and it's insane. Like, a lot of the Olympians, like, you don't realize how hard they work, but they train all the day. They go on diets for years, and for a year straight before the Olympics, and they're always like, they're always doing stuff year round. And have you seen how much money they make doing that? I think a gold medal was 30,000 pounds or euros, and that goes into about 40 or 50,000 American. And the silver gets around 25,000, which is like 40,000 American. And then the bronze still gets around 20,000 American. So they make pretty good money just doing what they love all year long, and it's cool that some of them can do that. So thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.